Welcome to the 2021 St. Ed's Winter Show, Christmas show. It's an honor doing this with all of you. You've all worked so hard with every grade, so from even for the preschoolers, basically for kindergarten through 8th grade. Without further ado, welcome and enjoy. Thank you.
From the beginning of recorded time, mankind has turned towards the Bible as both a source of history and prophecy. For us unto a child is born, and son given. Governments will rest on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonder Counselor, God Hero, Father Forever, and Prince of Peace. Isaiah the prophet anticipated the coming of the God-man, and 2,000 years of retelling his story has given hope to millions. Witness with us the living account of the Incarnation.
It happened that in those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that the whole world should be enrolled. This was the first enrollment when Quirinius was governor of Syria. So all went to be enrolled, each to his own town. And Joseph too went up to Galilee from the town of Nazareth to Judea, to the city of David that is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and family of David, to be enrolled with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. While they were there, the time came for her to have her child, and she gave birth to her firstborn son. She wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
The story of this night spread throughout the land. Soon a new star from the heavens brought wise men from the east to Jerusalem. Stories say that of them was Melchior, king of Arabia, who brought gold, symbolizing the child would be a great king. The second was Balthazar, king of Ethiopia, brought frankincense, symbolizing the child would also be a priest. And the third was Gaspar, king of Tarsus. His gift of myrrh symbolized the child's gift of prophecy and healing. Together they followed the star across the desert sand until they reached Bethlehem, where the star stayed still over the stable, where the child was found with Mary and Joseph. They knelt down, laid their gifts before the child, and worshipped him.
Obscure village, the child of a peasant woman, he grew up still in another obscure village, where he worked in a carpenter shop until he was 30. Then, for 3 years, he was an itinerant preacher. He never wrote a book, he never held an office, he never had a family or owned a house, he didn't go to college, he never visited a big city. He never traveled 200 miles from the place where he was born. He did none of the things one usually associates with greatness. He had no credentials but himself. He was only 33 when the tide of public opinion turned against him. His friends ran away. He was turned over to his enemies and went through the mockery of a trial.
He was nailed to a cross between two thieves. While he was dying, his executioners gambled for his clothing, the only property he had on earth. When he was dead, he was laid in a borrowed grave through the pity of a friend. 20 centuries have come and gone, and today he is the central figure of the human race and the leader of mankind's progress. All the armies that have ever marched, all the navies that have ever sailed, all the parliament that has ever sat, all the kings that ever reigned, put together, have not affected humanity on earth as much as that one solitary life.
I want to give a huge thank you to all the homeroom teachers for your flexibility and patience, and to Father Dominic, to Mrs. Lasica for making this possible. Thank you so much. Can we give a round of applause for our teachers and for them as well?
All right, hello again, everyone. You all did a great job. Let's give ourselves a round of applause one more time. You guys did great. That was awesome. I'm very grateful to Mr. Pino for organizing our whole show and teaching all of you your instruments and the songs. Let's give Mr. Pino a round of applause to thank him for everything he does. Thank you. All right, who's ready for Christmas break? Yeah, all right. Well, I think I got to go back to class for another hour. But I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you're not traveling, I'll see you at Mass on Christmas and on Sunday. Amen? And if you're traveling, travel safe, and we'll see you back here next year. All right? Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's what it's all about. You put your